Uh-oh. That could be bad. Let's follow.
Ready. Might as well.
Let's follow Anna. Where's no one following me? Okay, I see.
Done.
Oh, they're all following me. I see. So that's what that means. The problem is I can't actually change the order we're in. Beyond, actually. Put Anna in the front, I think.
I'm gone.
Is there a way out? There's a way out here. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Whew! Sybil, I must say, Cutter, I'm impressed. I thought for sure those animals would chew you up good. Well, I guess I should thank you. She pauses for a moment, then reaches into a pouch and pulls forth a small green gemstone. Here, this one's on the dogs. See you around, Cutter.
Updated my journal.
Updated my journal. Oh, that's just I've done a quest, is it? Somehow I can't help thinking it won't be long before she winds up in trouble again. No, indeed. Right, let us talk with Anna.
Aye. What is it you want then?
Nothing. Just, I wasn't checking he was still with me, but
I'm gone.
Right, I'm gonna go back to dimensions. 3x2. I think that's what we had before. No, I think we had the T. The T. Don't want to rank 2x3. I'll switch you guys. Although I'd like to have Mort at the front, which worries me. I'm gonna switch that background just in case that becomes useful. It's massive ungated rusted shout. Shut. There's no way to open it. There's a Davos. I'd like to have like a world map showing me where I am. That might be useful. I'm just exploring the area before I decide to invade any particular building. That looks like it might be the only building around here, though, that I can enter. I should go with that. I might give, yeah, okay. Dark recess descends for a few feet before ending abruptly in a solid rock face. That is so a magic door. There's another gate, but I don't know where that's going to lead. Hopefully to, like, the Clark's ward. That would be useful. Oh, yeah, I can actually look at the map, couldn't I? So if I look at the map and go world map, we are in the Alley of Lingering Sight. Oh, Clark's ward's over there. So we've been to these areas. We've been here. We've been there. We've not been to the lower ward. We've made our way through to the Alley of Lingering Sights. Oh, tenements, though, because that's where we've just been. I assume I meant to go through there and end up somewhere. Let's... Well, as we're here, let's get in. Let's go in here, actually. No. In case it's someone important I need to talk to.
Done.
Uh-oh. You see the dead body of a Davos. The stench of its decay is overpowering. From the looks of its rigid, unnatural pose, extreme rigor mortis has long since set in. Use stories bone to tell. As you reach out with your power, there's a faint stirring in the air, and the Davos's body blurs for a moment. You feel a strange, wrenching pain in your skull as if someone is hammering on it, sharply, desperately. Try and focus. Your vision goes black for a moment. This was a good idea. And the hammering pain fades until it sounds like it's coming from outside your skull. The darkness clears, and you hear the hammering come from outside the building. The entire building seems hazy somehow, confused as if you're seeing it through a mist. Keep focusing on what you can see. The hammering dies, so this is the Davos, I assume, doing something to the building. And you suddenly see a spectral version of the Davos entering the building. As it does, the windows and doors become like water, suddenly sealing over the entrance the Davos came through. The Davos turns, pauses, and then begins a slow circuit of the room, examining the walls and hammering on each one once as if testing it. Let's see what we can see. The Davos completes its circuit of the room. Circuit, not circus. Then pauses by the door it once entered. It begins hammering, chipping away the stone, but with every blow the wall repairs itself. The vision fades to black and the hammering continues, first at a steady pace, then slower and slower. Let's see what else we see. Your vision clears as the hammering ends, and you are once again standing beside the corpse of the Davos. It It looks as if it withered away here, trapped in the building. Let's see if it's got anything interesting in the loot. A broken
I'm
bookshelf. It's empty. Well, of course it is. I mean, a broken bookshelf is no way to keep a book.
All right.
A hammer. Of course. Of course. That makes perfect sense. A chest. We might need Anna. Or not. Or not.
Done.
Done. I assume we are just going to go through the door. The gate. Gate. Oh, I assume this is what's down from that part of the hive. Oh. There's only the one way around. Well, I've successfully wasted everyone's time. Woo! Wasting time. Wasting time. Oh, that's the way. Well done, Dakon. Well done. He's got distracted by a doubles. Okay, he's catching up now. Very good. Onwards to wherever we're going. Oh dear, this is cutscene-y. Anna. Oh, you're pointing out where you found me, eh? This is the place. I found you lying right here where we stand. Hello. You stare in awe at the bizarre spectacle before you. What had appeared to be an ordinary, unremarkable bricked wall now throbs and pulsates with movement. The wall expands with curious elasticity, heaving outward as if some unseen force were trying to push its way through the barrier from the other side. Slowly, the undulating mass begins to settle, its curves becoming more and more pronounced, and you find yourself at eye level with the stony caricature of a human face. What's that? I don't know. Anna stares at the face in disbelief, her hands nervously fingering her daggers. But I'm for leaving before we find out, aye? Not just yet. There is something. Suddenly, a strong breeze begins to blow around you, and the air is filled with an eerie sighing. The rushing wind grows stronger, and you can make out other sounds as well. The creaking of boards, the rustling of leaves, and the grinding of stone upon stone. After a few moments, the clamour ceases to be a cacophony of individual sounds and begins to blend into one articulate sound. How on earth am I meant to make a voice out of that? You can make out a voice that speaks softly, yet seems to come from all around you at once. No, I'm trying to do like creaking of boards, but it doesn't really fit with the idea of grounding of stone. Like grounding of stone upon stone is kind of noise. The rustling of leaves would be, and the creaking of boards is kind of like more. So I was wondering which one of those really sounds to go with, because you can't really do all of them. I might do rustling of leaves. Rustling of leaves was, what was that? So, no, I can't do that. It cannot be. I'll just give up. Actually no, grounding of stone upon stone, because that's just. It cannot be you. Greetings? The wind around you has stopped, but the voice is still somehow present. You are restored again? I saw you destroyed. Where am I? Destroyed. Where? Let's follow on the automatic question. I saw you destroyed here, in front of me. I see all within me. Do you know what happened to me? Things that cast no shadow were shadow. Oh, we've seen these things in cutscenes. They rose around you, tore you down. Do you not remember? You concentrate on the strange voice composed of sounds around you. Somewhere in the deepest recesses of your mind, there is a brief glimmer of recollection. You feel as though there is something vaguely familiar about the sounds. Close your eyes and try to remember. Yes, you remember. The voice of the alley rings in your ears, scattering the images from your mind and returning you back to the present reality. Destroyed, as soon I shall be. I cannot delay the vision much longer. Pressure builds. Soon stones will crumble, and the floating ones will repair me to destruction. Verstimmte Dabus. You're dying. Pressure is too much. Too many places folded inside. Not enough space. Must divide. Divide? It must be in the way. What are you talking about? I think it's pregnant. It's like, I think it's pregnant. Alleys are pregnant, apparently. Oh. Freaky. So, where are we technically standing right now? I'm not sure I want to know the answer to that, Maud. The voice continues. Help me to divide. Branch out. Expand. New apertures will open. You may use them to travel to the lower ward. What do you need to divide? The floating one is upon me. Repairing. It prevents me from dividing. I undo its repairs, but it returns again and again. Repairs anew. Must remove floating one. You want me to kill a Davos in the alley? Remove it. Only then can I divide. Very well. I'll remove the Davos for you.
Updated my journal.
This is not gonna go well.
I'm gone.
Isn't that the whole thing about them? Like, if you attack them, the Lady of Pain's like, yo, stop killing my servants. Oh, and so you can't. I'm going to destroy you from existence. Is it something like that? Is like, the way that Anna's been acting, and I think it's actually kind of said something like that. What does it say in the journal? Davos. Davos is the servant to the Lady of Pain. They turn down walls. No. Okay. I thought that was a thing, but maybe I'm misremembering. Yeah, we've got sort of. Oh, apparently we've not done that. I've killed 3 of them. Oh, we're not doing that one at all. Still need to find our missing journal, though. So it must be something to do with these shadows, then. No. Hargrim told me that many shadows once dwelled in the dead nation. Oh, hello. I encountered the ghost of a woman named Dianara, who prophesied that I would meet 3 enemies, but no more dangerous than myself in my full glory. Shades of evil, good, of neutrality given life twisted by the loss of pain. She said that I would come to a prison built of regrets and sorrows. We've heard about regrets a lot, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. Let's see if we can talk with this fellow. If I can avoid killing it, then I will, I think. You see a Dabus. It is dressed in long flowing robes and is floating slightly above the ground. Greetings! It turns to face you and a series of symbols appear around its head. I must attend to my duties. No time to speak. Yeah, I understand. I've met a few. I just thought you should know that I discovered the body of a Dabus in this alley. The Dabus cocks its head slightly to one side. A number of symbols stream above its head, most of which indicate surprise and distress rather than words. Dead? Where? Let's be truthful. It lies in the abandoned building not far from here. It looks as though it got trapped inside somehow. The Dabus stares at you briefly and then bows slightly and floats off in the direction of the abandoned building. Farewell. I'm assuming that the alley's going to kill you off the same way by sealing the exit. The door is locked. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. Okay, I'm guessing that was the exit ceasing to exist. What on earth am I clicking on there? The dilapidated structure seems on the verge of collapse. Several boards have recently been nailed in place to reinforce the sagging building. Okay. Is it the same all of these things that I can interact with? Oh, no, that's probably just all that one thing. Yeah. I like the idea of basically the buildings being alive. It's very Pratchettian. Very Terry Pratchett. Very Discworld. Very whatever the correct word is. Okay. Oh, I've already looted that, have I? Can I not interact with you anymore?
All right.
As you approach the stone face, the various ambient sounds of the alley once again assault your ears, and through them, the voice speaks. You have returned. I've already forgotten how that voice goes. I spoke with the Dabus. I told him about his dead brethren. He left to investigate.
Updated my journal.
I spoke with the... Yes, the floating one no longer repairs. It is now with the other. I have closed myself around it. It remains inside me forever. Forever. I see. Now that it's trapped, you can divide without interference, right? Still cannot divide. Too weak. Cannot undo floating one's repairs. Its changes must be reversed before I can divide. You must undo the floating one's repairs for me. How? You want me to... How undo them? Seek out the parts of me the floating one has changed. Reverse the changes. Undo the repairs. Must be exact. Precise. Only then can I divide. Very well. I'll find and reverse the repairs. I'll probably need some tools. A hammer and pry bar should do.
Updated my journal.
Tricks. I'm here.
Yay. Level up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We'll put that up. And that up. I could try and tie everything up with the tech traps. I don't know if I'm going to want pickpocket. I'll get that. I think be very generic. Let's head out. We need a hammer. There's a hammer on the Dabble Spotty. The problem is, I don't know if the alley has
Done.
Actually, can I have this back, please? I might not be able to use it, so it might not might not let me. But this dilapidated structure seems on the verge of collapse. Examine the structure more closely. It appears as if the Dabus was in the process of repairing this building. Several newer and sturdier boards have been nailed into place over the old ones. With the right tool, it may possibly reverse the repairs. Use the pry bar. One by one, you pry loose the fresh boards from the face of the building. As the last board comes free, the building emits a loud groan as its weight shifts unsteadily upon its now unsupported frame. That was my attempt at a building groaning, and it sounded terrible. Let's not try that again.